Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sonia Marie. If you are new to it, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm glad you're here. For those that are coming back, I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Like, really, really, really more than you'll ever know. Oftentimes, people come on here and share information. I mean, it's possible a monetary gain out of it, but I can only speak for myself. I'm grateful for those that shed light on the words that come through me, and I'm grateful for those that add to what comes through as well. We're here to learn, we're here to grow. And I have to make this really, really clear because I've been noticing, and I'm a Cancer, so I'm a little sensitive like that, but I've been noticing little trolls coming in and out, you know. People not necessarily understanding how I deliver what I deliver. And let me tell you honestly, I don't care. But I will say this: if you have some type of judgment, reservation, or you just don't understand how we rock on this channel, please don't come back. Just don't come back. And I'm not being facetious, nor am I being mean. I just think that people, excuse me, people should do their best to be adults nowadays. And instead of applying your opinion about a situation that actually doesn't need your feedback, that actually will go on with or without you, that actually is not doing anything to you, just but having a position and getting better in that way. I just think as adults, we should just kind of decipher what works for us and what doesn't. And we don't have to comment and act 12 years old when it doesn't work, or when we have a judgment, or we want to control what comes out of people's mouths and how they share. Don't do that. Grow up. Everybody grow up. It's time to grow up. I'm going to say hello to everybody that's rolling in here right now, but let me go ahead and reestablish this wonderful what is it? A reading special. This wonderful reading special that I have in regards to Uranus and the North Node. I made it convenient for y'all this time because I love y'all. I love everybody in their own way, but I love the fact that we can come on here and exchange, my regulars in a sense, and exchange information. So if you want to get down with that Uranus North Node special, that 1 hour for $200, that's only going to last for July, click the link below in the description box, okay? And I will say, like I said on YouTube, Instagram, I was really, really surprised at how many people responded. And thank you. I forgot to say that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I think the thank you is going to go to spirit after you get these reads. Not bigging up myself and my abilities, but I know how God speaks through me. And I know how important this Uranus North Node conjunction is. It doesn't happen all the time. It happens every maybe 13, 14 years, but not in the sign of Taurus and the way it's going down this year and all the other things that are in alignment. So I want y'all to know this is a once in a lifetime thing in which we're going to get into in a minute. All right. I'm feeling kind of interesting today. I don't know what the hell is going on with my emotions. Bijou is here. You got that notification today, didn't you, chick? Hi, Kay. Hi, Carmesita. Rob is here. What's up, Miss Butler? How you doing, April? Chelsea is here and Robin is here. Kim Singletary, hello and peace to you. Desiree O'Connor, what up, Angie P? What's going on, Vaughn? How you doing? Increase knowledge. I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you finally caught us live. That's awesome. Unapologetically, etc. What up with you? I love that y'all talk to each other too. I go back in the chat sometimes. I'm like, y'all be throwing each other love and encouragement. This is everything. This is what we're talking about. Village and connection and community. We don't down each other. We support each other. And if you want to down, like I said, I ain't going to say it again, but get the heck up off of my page. And I really, really mean that. This is all love. Be gone and take some love with you. All right. Let's get on into that thing. Hey, I feel really weird. I'm not going to lie. So in weird, I'm going to break it down. But weird in a sense where I don't know if I'm in my emotions or I'm in my head or if in my body. Like I have no idea what's going on inside myself. So I just stop and cry. Why? Because I'm a Cancer. And that's what I do. In order to clear the road, I'll just stop and feel what I feel and just keep on pushing the way I know how. But then I went into this, whatchamacallit, I went and took some notes for y'all for about an hour, hour and a half or so, and recognized that there was some really weird up and down situations that are going on right now. Up and down situations that are happening with our emotions, with how we think, and with the changes that are happening at the end of this month. Whew. So I'm trying to hold on, and I pray that I can make some sense of it for you. Let's start with the obvious. Let's start with this thing I want to talk about, right? And that's Uranus and the North Node. Again, I'm offering this special $200 for 1 hour. There's not too many spaces available because, like I said, people jumped on it, and I'm grateful for it, and I know you will be as well. But Uranus is the planet of radical. Mr. Fly, you ain't gonna do this today. All right, I don't have time. Uranus is the thank you for all 33 people for being in here. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you agree with something or like something that I do, please put that thumbs up, and please, please, please say yes, yes, y'all. Talk to one another. Yes, yes, y'all. Is us in agreement with what was being said through spirit and throughout my mouth. So come on, talk to one another, communicate, and let's see how you're feeling today. All right. So Uranus is the planet of change, rebellious change, almost swift, kind of like off the mark kind of change, like you have no idea it's about to happen kind of change. The North Node is purpose. The North Node is where we're going. The North Node is a trajectory. And because it's the transiting North Node that's happening right now, it's the vibration in which everybody is flowing towards, almost like a river, right? Even though we're all swimming down the river, and I got a red bathing suit on, you got a white bathing suit on, somebody's in a raft, somebody's in a boat, somebody's in a canoe. We're all going down in the direction of this goddamn river. What direction is that? North Node in Taurus. North Node in Taurus brings quality. I know I said this before some videos back, but it's worth repeating because this conjunction is about to go down. And I want you to get this reading if you have the money and if you have the time to do it, for sure, right? So the North Node is about purpose. It's about trajectory. It's about where we're going. And if we're going in the trajectory of Taurus energy right now, we're going in a trajectory of quality. We're going in a trajectory of money. We're going in a trajectory of being more devoted, not only to ourselves, but to other people. Taurus energy is about self-worth. Taurus energy is about possessions, but how we possess ourselves too. So that's like self-care and all of that thing. And it's also always about boundaries. Taurus energy is about being in that calm, cool, collected space, but moving forward, like not only moving forward, but moving forward in a steady, steady pace. And an assured pace, no turning back kind of pace. If this North Node, and I'm going to give you something to compare it to. If this North Node was in Gemini and it was conjuncting with North Node and Uranus, it was conjuncting with Uranus and Gemini, it would be really, really sporadic because Gemini energy is kind of all over the place. That's not Taurus. Taurus is not all over the place. Taurus is steady and on the one. So when I tell you Uranus, the swift changes that are happening, right, in our universe to put us on track of quality, purposeful quality, and it's hitting the North Node and it's switching. It's like changing, like boom, boom, boom. This is what you're gonna do. This is how you have to do it, like overnight. Then it puts you on that path to where you're going literally within the next month or so, or within these months, the next 2 months or so, you will wake up possibly maybe and in some area of your life, depending on where it falls in your chart. I can do that for you. And I can show you what that looks like, what's going to go against that and what's going to be harmonious to that as well. It's a lot. But the bottom line is, and that's in that special read I was just talking about. But the bottom line is that we are all swiftly being put on this change and on this course. And like I was about to say, you could wake up in the middle of the night and go, you know what? In whatever area of your life, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm going to go and do blah, 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 blah. Boom, it's done. Those moments, remember how important this is. Those moments are so important. They usually change our whole head. Think back to the time where you said, you know what? I think I do want to be a mother. You know what? I think I do want to move to California. You know what? And then it's that in alignment, adjustment that comes over you, and you're convinced 1000%. You ever have that feeling? Yes, yes, y'all. Let me tell you, Uranus is going to make you have that feeling. Uranus is not waiting for you any longer. Not anymore. It took some time. I've been talking to y'all about this. That's why I like repeating, so you can say, oh, I didn't know what that meant. I give you time in the way I teach and the way I share. I give you time to get used to the energy in which we're talking about. So when you see it, you'll go, oh my gosh, that's that shit. That's that thing, right? So we can be more aware of our lives and our movements. Okay. But let me tell you this. Not only are we being shifted 180 degrees to go in a position you may or may not want to go into. Cuidado. Aquarius and Leo people, or who have a lot of Leo energy, they're going to push back. They're going to push back. Why? Because this Taurus energy, which Uranus is in Taurus, North Node is in Taurus, and Mars is in Taurus today. Wait, what? I'm about to tell you that. Mars is in Taurus going, yeah, this switch, this change about to put you on your purpose, up on your North Node, on your trajectory, wants you to go 180 degrees, like now. Leo and Aquarius energy is like, wait, what? Remember, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. Scorpio's going to have a problem too, but you can fall in line a lot quicker than Aquarius and Leo will, right? They're going to rebel against that. Why? Because fixed signs naturally rebel anyway. Again, Leo energy, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Since this information is in Taurus, those signs, or if you have the sun, moon, or rise in those signs, you may feel a little rebellion. You may feel a little pushback. I'm going to tell you this. Please, please don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. It may feel like a frog in your throat. It may feel like you got a backache. It may feel like, God damn, I don't want to do this shit, and I know I should do this thing. It may feel like all the fear in your body, like literally goes up to your eyeballs, and you swear everybody can see how scared you are. You swear your eyeballs are bleeding, if we can be poetic in this moment. You swear you have to give all of yourself in order to go with this change. Hey, boo-boo, it's not that deep. I know it feels that way, especially to Aquarius who think they know everything, because it's breaking their brain. I've done all this fucking research. I've done all these things. I've said this to this person, called this person, got the resources, blah, 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 blah. And now you want me to go this way? Mm-hmm. It's not to say it's for naught. It's to say you have to go this way now. And possibly maybe all of that research that you did, Aquarius or Aquarius placement people, sun, moon, and rise, possibly maybe it'll come back around. We don't do shit for nothing. Understand that. For all those who think, oh, I wasted time with this one, I wasted time doing that. We never do. We never waste time. There's experience and lessons in everything that we do. Understand that, or else you wouldn't be doing it. Right? Then the Leo people want to push back because the Leo people feel I'm too proud for that shit. I can't do what Taurus is telling me to do. It's going to make me look crazy. It's going to put egg on my face. It's going to make me more vulnerable. It's going to make me look like I was wrong for doing something like or similar to this in another way, and that didn't work out. So I'm going to look wrong. Get over yourself. Straight up and down. Get over yourself. This is Leo information, sun, moon, and rise. Get over yourself, because where you're going, where that North Node in Taurus wants to go, honestly, is quite different than Aquarius and Leo. Now, to speak to those that have this Scorpio information, since I just glanced over it, we do know Scorpio is opposite Taurus. It's not as bad, or I should say, as challenging as the squares of Aquarius and Leo. The Scorpio energy, sun, moon, and rise, going against this North Node, Uranus, and now Mars going into Taurus, will feel like, oh, you're pushing me the other way. Find the balance. And this is what it could look like. And I'll probably say this again throughout this little breakdown because I haven't even started yet, right? This is what it looks like. Scorpio energy likes to create things. Scorpio energy loves to be destructive at times when it creates things. And when it creates things, it's like that visual just blowing up a fucking spot and then leaving while you walking away smoking a cigarette, looking all fucking dramatic and shit like Angela Bassett did. Waiting to exhale, right? Just walking away, talking shit, blowing up the car, right? That's what Scorpio energy deems to be not only powerful, but definite and sometimes vengeful. Here's the deal. Taurus is saying, you don't need to do that this time, boo-boo. You don't need to do that. You don't have to blow up the spot in order to make yourself look powerful. This is the difference or the fight, the resistance of Scorpio against this Taurus information. And I can only do this generally speaking because I can't see your chart. Understand that. That's why I'm offering this special. So I'm saying this. And if you are any other signs, you'll be able to, I wouldn't say easily, but you'll be able to recognize the shift. What the fuck is being me and my damn air quotes today? You'll be able to recognize, my name is Sonia, and you'll be able to recognize, you'll be able to see the other signs I did not mention, where this Taurus change is taking us, and you'll be able to slide into that a little bit easier. But Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio, like I said, lastly, that Scorpio energy wants to blow shit up. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't do it. Again, I'm gonna tell you why. Because first of all, there's a lot of different reasons why, but the only thing that can come to, I should say, the first thing that Spirit said to come to my head is this. For Scorpio energy, again, you don't need to blow things up. You can create. That Taurus energy is showing you the quality of a thing so you can resemble that. When you blow shit up and out the way, it always leaves you starting from zero, Scorpio energy. You don't have to do that because Taurus energy is giving you the methodical thinking, the resources along the way that you can utilize and maintain balance to where it is that you're going. Create balance from the information that's given. Create balance from the quality of life that you know you need. Create the balance. Don't wipe it out zero, like ground zero, like Taurus energy likes, Scorpio energy likes to do. Y'all get that? Y'all get that? I need to hear some yes, yes, y'alls, or write a question. You know, I'm here for questions. I say that almost always. But you don't know how true it is until you ask. Okay? Understand this, y'all. I'm feeling a little anxious today. And it's because of yesterday and things that happened. It's because I went to bed with that on my heart. It's because fuck the fourth. Like it's because of a lot of things. It's because that young man got shot like with 60 rounds. It's like, why should we celebrate anywhere we are in this moment in time in this goddamn country when things like this continue to happen? So the reason why I'm sharing this with you, because I'm not going to get into the obvious. I'm not going to get into the obvious pain and the things that the infamous are putting us through. What I want to focus mainly on, and which I do my best to always, is how we could benefit from responding during this time. I'll be straight up and down before a lot of downloads, y'all. I hope you're ready. I hope you're patient. Okay? And if you want to get off, you can get off and then come back later and see the rest, okay? But I'm going to take my time today. What I have recognized in the last couple of weeks, and doing our best to be patient, staying in the light, not responding, having boundaries, it's becoming more and more difficult. Can I get a yes, yes, y'all? Or you're like, oh, I'm good, Sonia. I'm actually on vacation, chilling with my feet up. And if you feel that way, yo, more power to you. If you see somebody that's a little low, shed a little light on them. You don't have to talk to them, but just close your eyes and send them light. That helps. It really, really does. That's part of our jobs as village people, right? Is to see somebody in distress and just send them a prayer. Anyway, the bottom line is this. If you've been feeling like I was about to go, if you feeling like, I really don't know how to feel in this moment, and I'm tired of being patient. I'm tired of hearing the same thing. I'm exhausted going through the same things over and over and over and over, feeling the burdens. The burden to carry not only ourselves, but our small family, our nuclear family through some bullshit that we don't even know where we're going. Like the visual that I got and I started to say before I got squirreled out and got off track was that I feel like we're being squoze. It's a toothpaste moment, like literally a toothpaste tube moment. We are being squozed down to the last little bit, and you got to roll that shit up, or you got to slide it against the crack of the wall or the corner of the wall in the bathroom to get the toothpaste out. God damn, why did I get some more toothpaste? That kind of feeling. You got to get that last little bit. We are being squoze, y'all. Squoze of our love, squoze of our humanity, squoze of our patience. I really wish poetically I had the words to really go into it. But the reason why I come on here is to highlight those that are feeling this, especially the empathic people, especially those that are water signs. Because if you're not feeling this, you're feeling everybody else feeling this. Be easy on your healers. Be easy on your empathic friends. Please and very, very please don't ask too much of them, because everybody is feeling the weight of the world, including myself. It's not an easy time, but I say in this moment, we have to hold on. That's the only thing we have, is to hold on. And these shifts, these astrological shifts that I'm telling you with Uranus coming in the North Node, hitting with Mars going, all right, today, as a matter of fact, 2:05 a.m., it's already in Taurus, right? Okay, we got to put we got to put the pedal to the metal. We have to stay in that moment. Mars says, stay there. I got you. As an astrologer, I often find myself studying people, right? And I study, again, not from the space of judgment, but study in the sense to study, to know what these energies look like. Don't ask me why, but the last couple of people that I met, or including my freaking dog, they have Mars in Taurus. And Mars in Taurus is a really, really interesting type of energy. Like I said, today Mars goes into Taurus. But when you examine it on people, you can see a resemblance, right? Here's the deal. Mars in Taurus is real steady. Like Snuffleupagus, Mr. Snuffleupagus, that won't, that I'm going to get there when I get there, hold it methodically, steady as we go kind of feeling, right? However, some never. When it's time for it to really get into gear, when it has all its ducks lined in a row, and if anybody has Mars and Taurus, please tell me what you think. You disagree or you agree? When it's time for that Mars and Taurus to kick into gear, literally like a bull in a freaking China shop. I'm serious. Like on some get out the way. Whereas before you thought, oh, you slept on them. You slept on Sonia for not doing X, Y, and Z in the last couple of years. You slept on Katrina for not being the best, blah, 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 in the last couple of years. You slept on, I don't know who else is in here, Sharice, for not doing blah, 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 blah in the last kind of, 15 years, 5 years or so. But Mars and Taurus is activating Uranus swift change and North Node our purpose. And when the three of them get together for the next couple of months, the next couple of weeks until January, Sonia, what the hell's wrong with you? Until July 30th, 31st, you're going to feel, hopefully, maybe like a bull in a China shop. Like, honestly, pushing through. Have y'all felt that? Like, God damn it, like waking up, today is the day. Why does Mars and Taurus act like that? Because Mars and Taurus needs to know where it's going. You've never seen a Taurus act out of haste. Oh, well, maybe. Oh, okay, probably. Oh, well, they do research. They're quiet. They stay calm. That energy stays calm until they see a surefire route, and then they barreling through. It's time to barrel through. That's why I said you got to reserve and conserve your energy. That's why they keep saying, and I keep reporting, to stay focused on those that matter, to put up those boundaries, to breathe, to hold on to your patience and the patience that you have. Just one more day, one more hour, do whatever you need to do to continue to hold on. Even if somebody approaches you and you got all the good comebacks, sometimes it's just good to look people in their eye. Oftentimes, and I don't mean like let them have it, like I'm gonna let you have this thing. You can pass on by. But it's like the conviction in your eye is like, listen, I don't have the time right now. And if I did have the time, this situation and conversation would go in 5,000 different ways, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not let you have it. I'm not going to let you have it. Why? Because Pluto is in the mix too. And Pluto this week is like, yo, don't give him your power. Stop it with that. This may sound like I'm reiterating a whole bunch of shit, but do you know, Spirit, the universe has been trying to make us stronger with the same type of energy over and over again. It's like doing the same workout over and over and over again for weeks. And you're like, God damn, I've been doing this. Yeah, but do it one more time. How many push-ups can you do now? After you do that same workout routine for 200 times, get down and drop and give me 500 push-ups and you'll be able to do it easily. Why? Because we wasn't focused on the push-ups. We was focused on the working out part. Do y'all get me? When we need our strength, we'll have it. Please ask me questions. Are y'all hearing me? This is not going to get easier to have this patience, but you need to know where your strength comes. And your strength comes from this Taurus fortitude, to be able to do things with purpose, to do things with quality, to do things because you're freaking worth it. You're worth it. Y'all get me? I saw a question over here. Before I go into all this other stuff, let me answer this one question. And I missed it. I'm so sorry. If somebody wants to send me another question, please do, because I thought I saw it. I thought it was from Shanice, but I think I overlooked it. I don't want to waste too much time, but please ask again if you have a question. It's a big deal, y'all. It's a huge, huge deal. Again, if you want to get that Uranus North Node reading, there's a few spots left. The link is in the bio. I put it there for y'all this time around this week. Or you can email me at wordlifeastrology@gmail. Vaughn has a question. How can we use our charts to get a deeper awareness of this info you're sharing? Well, first of all, you can get a reading with Sonia Marie, like I've been promoting, Vaughn, to be honest with you. If you don't want to get a reading, and if you have a little bit of information, know what house Taurus runs in your chart. There are 12 houses. Every house is run by a particular energy, a particular sign. What house is that falling in for you? And you can find that out based on your rising sign. So bust it. Go to ALABE.com. That's ALABE.com. Ask for a free natal chart. Put your time, your date, and place of birth. If you do not have your time, you will not know where this Taurus energy falls in for your life. You just won't, because the rising denotes the signs for the rest of your chart. So if you don't have your time, you can't depict your rising sign. Okay. Or again, get a reading with Sonia. All right. Is there an aspect that will assist with lightening the load? There's a bunch of different aspects. But for you in particular, Katrina, or whoever else, again, I'd have to see your chart. But let's go through this particular week. And let me answer that fully, Trina, because every week there's different aspects and configurations to help us lighten the load. That's why I come on here every week. Does that make sense to y'all? And I'm not just throwing away her answer. What I'm saying is that we just have to be aware. We have to truly, truly, truly be aware. In order to lighten this load, you have to stay in your power. In order to lighten this load, and that means pay attention to Pluto and what Pluto is doing, Trina. In order to lighten this load, you have to pay attention to where Neptune is in your particular chart. Why? Because Neptune is in Pisces, and Neptune deals with spirituality and our ancestors and our guides, all types of things that are ethereal, confusion too, as well as addictions and shit, right? But that Pisces energy that Neptune is in loves Taurus. Understand that. That's a sextile. So that can help us to be alleviated from all these changes and the magnitude of the changes that are happening, right? Now, a big culprit too is Pluto, because Pluto is in Capricorn, but Capricorn likes Taurus energy too. Oh, wow. So we just need to go with the change. Oh, yeah. But here's the deal. The reason why we're having all of this, I didn't even start the week, y'all. The reason why we're having all of this upset, right? To bring it back to one, is because we're having a Pluto return. This particular country is. We mentioned that before, right? So that means their change of power is happening right now. Their change of power being Pluto, because Pluto deals with power and transformation, in Capricorn is in alignment with all of this Taurus energy. So who the fuck they fighting? The infamous they. Who they fighting when the universe is going, no, motherfucker, we going in Taurus direction, and that Pluto and Capricorn is helping us out. Who we fighting? That's what the North Node and Uranus is saying. But bust this, y'all. I'm going all over the place, but I hope you can rock with me. Bust this. When Pluto gets out of Capricorn, which is at the beginning of next year, around about March or April, and it goes into Aquarius, now it's going to be a whole nother situation. So we got to be able to stand true in the transformation that's happening right now, because that Aquarius Pluto is going to take us out. It's going to take us far and beyond and into the future. And if you're not ready and stable in this earth energy, Capricorn and Taurus, you can't go into the future with Aquarius, because Aquarius energy, especially in Pluto, is going to make a motherfucker dizzy. I'll explain that a little bit deeper at another time, because I went through like 50 squirrels just now. Go back. Y'all got me? Please give me a thumbs up if you do. Press like if you do. I appreciate that you're paying attention, and I appreciate that you benefit from this information, and you can ask the questions that you are asking. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Okay, let's get into the week. Today, like I said, Mars goes into Taurus. It's already there, 2:05 a.m. And I said thank God on the side of that, because if anybody... any Cancers or Libras or Capricorn been feeling at Mars and Aries where we were last couple of weeks? Goddamn, I feel like fighting. But not really. Just pushing up against something. So Mars and Taurus helps it a little bit easier for people like myself. But at the same time, it's at least a little slower and kinder, and again, more methodical, more purposeful. Y'all get that? So Mars is going into Taurus today. What's that planet? Mercury is going into Cancer. Oh, that's cute. What's so cute about that is because not only are we the sun in Cancer, right? Sun in Cancer, but Mercury says, let's not only feel this Cancer thing, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about the nurturing and the mothering that we need to do, and the care and the emotional reverence that you need to have for yourself and other people. Also, Mercury, one of the biggest things that I've researched and paid attention to people who have Mercury in Cancer is that they're great listeners. Great listeners. Mercury and Cancer energy on the person or within the universe promotes people to hear with a caring, open, loving ear, past the words that may ignite you and make you feel sensitive. Gone are the days that we listen to people and their grievances and take it personal. Y'all do know that, right? I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying I didn't do it yesterday, but I'm saying it's dead. It's gone. Why? Because the things that are coming up for people, understand this, and we'll see it more so with Mercury and Cancer. The things that are coming up for people are not only their own shit, but their own shit on the counter, trying to work it out and asking you for advice while they're cursing you out at the same time. That was funny. Mystic, was that funny? That was a straight crazy ass visual to me. Okay. That was a straight. That was a straight visual for me because that's how people are coming. Because they're being squozed in this toothpaste tube, because nobody knows where the fuck they're going. Everybody's stuff is coming up on their face. And they want to blame you for it, but at the same time need a hug for it. Do you love me and you want me to assist you, or do you want to beat me up and give me a fucking knuckle in my throat? I don't understand what's going on right now. But all I'm saying is that Mercury in Cancer will help you, because it'll help us all to look past the pain again, like a mama would, like somebody who's nurturing would, and see exactly what the affliction is. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate if you press like and you feel like this information is helping you. Lets YouTube know that I'm doing my job. So today, the moon goes into Libra. Interesting, because if the sun is in Cancer, you know the moon is going to be in Libra. There's a square somehow, some way, and that's happening tomorrow, by the way. But today, with the moon in Libra, let's start here. What's before Libra? Virgo. So before it goes into Libra, it's going to hit Pluto today. So a lot of you may have felt powerful. The moon being in Virgo before it goes into Libra is going to trine Pluto in Capricorn, right? So you possibly feel powerful today. You feel like you're standing on something. You feel like you're in a space where, Sonia, I get this. I get where I need to go. It feels transformative. It feels real. It feels practical. I'm going to make the plans. I'm going to do the thing that I need to do. Good for you. And remember this feeling. Remember this thought, because Pluto gets challenged throughout the week. That will help you to fall off of that space of confidence. Understand that, okay? With the moon being in Virgo before it goes into Libra, it's going to quincunx Mars, because Mars... No. When the moon goes into Libra, it's going to quincunx Mars, because Mars is in Taurus. So Libra is going to quincunx Mars, saying, I'm a little irritable. I know I need to move in this particular way. I know Taurus energy for my quality, for my money, for my value, for me being devoted and all the things that I need to do in order for me to stop eating and overindulging in the things. It's going to irritate my emotions. I don't want to stop eating. I don't want to be devoted to people. I like to be a little selfish in this thing. Really? It's way too much going on for us to be singular, solitary. Listen, nobody said boundaries and being selfish is two different things. Think about it. All right. The moon is squaring Mercury. So with the moon going into Libra, it's going to square Mercury at the end of the day. The battle of who's taking the lead, emotions of justice or the need to talk out our feelings. That's a big freaking deal right there. So do we want to feel justice oriented? Do we want to feel vindicated in some kind of way? Do we want to be the mediator today, the end of today? Or do we want to really talk out our feelings, talk out where we're going, write it out if we must, cry it out and talk to our goddamn selves if we have to? You ever been in a tub and you just start talking to yourself? I have no idea why I'm crying, but I just want to cry. Almost like if somebody was standing there. That's that thing. Talking out the emotions, because it's a square against what the emotions want to do. The emotions want to stay in Libra information at the end of this day. Today's Tuesday. At the end of this day, right? It wants to stay in the whole mediator field. Okay, well, maybe we can be smart enough and to figure this out. No, if the emotions say cry, cry. We can't figure shit out. This is a repetitive theme throughout the week. Whether we're gonna think out our feelings, or whether we're gonna think out our feelings, or whether we're gonna use our feelings to bring some type of mediation to a situation. That's two different things. Trust me when I tell you. Utilizing your feelings to bring mediation sometimes will take you out of the feelings, and you just want to be in position to help these two situations find a common ground when nobody is paying attention to you. However, Mercury in Cancer is like, yeah, but you need to speak your feels out too. Both of it needs to happen, or else there's a fight. That's by the end of this day. That's a huge one. Me too, Catherine. I have no idea why, but I was right there with you, sister. And I just let it on go instead of having to be there and trying to make sense of it. Just let it on out. Anyway, tomorrow, let's get to it. The moon will be in Libra, full force. It's going to opposition Jupiter. Jupiter is in Aries. That's a balance. We're talking about you, we're talking about me. You talk about, because the moon is about, it's in Libra and it's about partnership. This little dog is going crazy. If I say something, she gonna know I'm talking about her. She's feeling it too. Okay, the moon is in Libra. The moon in Libra is saying, okay, we need to think about our partners. We need to think about the greater good. We need to think about justice. We need to feel like being fair. When Jupiter is like, yo, but my blessings come if I move fast. My blessings come and my rewards come if I think about myself. That's the thing I was just talking about. Are you being selfish or are you putting up boundaries? Because in being selfish and getting what you need to get, Aries energy, trust me, it's not necessarily selfish, but it's self-centered. It's all about Aries energy. And how people are getting their blessings and opportunities right now is in Aries self-centeredness. I don't give a fuck what Sonia's doing. I told her about it 2 years ago if she wanted to take advantage of this link, but I'm going to go and get that thing done now. That's self-centeredness. Does that make sense? So with Jupiter and its self-centeredness going, yeah, let's get these blessings, these rewards, because I haven't had none in forever, is going up against the emotional need to at least check on your partner, at least to make sure shit is fair. That's a big deal tomorrow. That's a huge deal. At the same time, the moon is squaring the sun tomorrow. That ain't easy because it's a battle of ego and emotion, reality and what it feels like. Should we be feeling a particular way right now? I don't know. Should we? I know one thing, you need to get it out, whatever it is. When the moon is in Libra and it's squaring up against that Cancer sun, Libra energy don't have time to cry. I spoke to a Libra today. And I knew because she was psychic, and this is no dig to her, but here where I'm going. I knew because she's psychic that she felt the emotions on me, but she wouldn't allow herself to go there with me. Why? Because she probably didn't want the responsibility of dealing with my emotions. It happens that way. But that Libra energy in this moment in time, in the moon, is about to go into the moon. It's like, yo. We got to keep it light. We got to keep it heady. We have to keep it fair. We have to find a plan. We have to make sure that everybody is good. We don't have time to cry. Let me tell you, we have to make sure we do both. As a Cancer, in Cancer season, with Cancer Mercury just kicking in, when Trina just asked, what's saving us? Our emotions are saving us. The water is saving us. That's how you get pushed through the toothpaste tube. You just keep flowing. You just keep going until there's no more. And then spirit gives us something else to hold on to. You can't think yourself through it sometimes. When you flowing down the river and shit, oh, let me grab that canoe. This kayak is whack. Fuck that shit. You in the river. Keep going. Are y'all hearing me? Or this is landing on deaf ears? I need to know. I need to know. On Thursday, which is my birthday, by the way, 7770. This is a very strange birthday. I read my solar return chart, and I have a very, very interesting solar return that's happening. But beside all of that, it feels strange, even the days that's leading up to it. I don't feel like celebrating too tough. I really, really don't. But I probably change my mind because I'm a Cancer like that. And on my birthday, I'll be like, hey, turn it up. But it's a whole nother feel this time around. And on my birthday, the moon, my solar return, the moon will be in Libra. So it's going to go against my sun anyway. That's a pretty cantankerous day, wouldn't y'all say? When the moon and the sun is going up against one another and I'm trying to celebrate this thing here. It's interesting. However, on my birthday, on my solar return, I'm going to do all that I could do to just say thank you, God, for just me being alive. If that's the only thing I do, I'm going to wake up being very, very grateful. In any case, on Thursday, the moon, will be trining Venus in Gemini. Desire for social connection. Let's talk about it. Air signs all over the place on my birthday, which is cool because this is how you utilize astrology, y'all. Thank you for the birthday greetings. This is how you utilize astrology. When you recognize that there are certain things in your chart, like my sun and like other planets, that's going to go against what's happening, check to see what's actually helping it. My astrology students know this. The village knows this. The village hut absolutely knows this. You got to utilize astrology in that way. Oh, so if the moon is going up against the sun, if the moon, for me, let me just use myself, please. If the moon is in Libra and is going up against my sun and other planets possibly in my chart, what is it going to help with? Oh, my Leo stuff. Oh, Libra and Leo get along. Yes. So that means on my birthday, I got to snap into my Leo self. Does that make sense to y'all? I got to snap into my rise. I got to snap into my moon because that's going to keep me in alignment with the emotional energy of the day. Do that for yourself. If you know your chart, see what is in alignment with you as opposed to what's going against on any of those really hard squaring kind of days. I hope that makes sense. 2222222. I got an answer machine. Let it talk to you, Vaughn. Thank you for that, sister. Okay, so on Thursday, then that means if the moon is in Libra and it's trining Venus in Gemini, I got to go into my Leo self so I can hang out with these this airy energy, because that airy energy on my birthday on Thursday wants us to feel like, hey, everything is good. Keep it light. Just for today. Don't worry about too much. Have your desires meet up with your emotions. I know it feels painful. I know this Cancer energy is allowing information to come up out of our heart even deeper, even deeper. But do yourself a favor and laugh a little bit. Do yourself a favor and have a little drink with somebody. Do yourself a favor and keep it sort of superficial so you don't drown. That's the only way we're not drowning, is that the air signs, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, keeps it all fucking airy and all light and in perspective. Every element has its power, y'all. That's why we come on here and talk about it. You got to tap into that power. Speaking of power, on Thursday, the moon will square Pluto. There's a power struggle. There's a power struggle. Whereas today, isn't it today? Yeah, the moon is trine in Pluto. On Thursday, the moon will square Pluto. That is that warning I was giving you about how you feel like you're transformative today. And then Thursday, you might have a little bit of a problem. And it may come across as your partner or a business partner is kind of going against the powerful stance that you need to take. It's about that. With this switch happening, Uranus in the North Node putting us on our purpose. I don't know about y'all, but there's a couple of people on this thing that their partners, their business partner, and their spouse, their boyfriend, their girlfriend really wants them to go in a whole nother direction. That's how I read that on Thursday. That power struggle. I know these are the things that you want to do. I know Uranus may be taking you this way and you may be changing and trying to find your quality. But as your man, as your woman, we need to go this way. Ooh, really? Ooh, this may be our stop. This might be our last stop. You understand what I'm saying? Because if people, your business partner, people that don't see your value and your self-worth are bringing you in a whole nother direction than what spirit is bringing you, than where Uranus and the North Node is bringing you, you might have to shake their hand and say, thanks for the ride, and go on about your business. Does that make sense? I'm just giving that little piece out there because it's a power struggle between you and a partner on all of us on my birthday. I ain't trying to fight nobody, so I might have to hire a bodyguard on my birthday. I'm just saying. You might have to come to dinner with us and be like, hey, I don't want to argue. Can you go talk to them? All right, I'm trying to make this quick. I'm skipping some things because I really don't want to be on here, and I would love to read two people. On Friday, and what I mean is I don't want to be on here long. Let me finish my sentences. I don't want to be on here longer than what I need to, period. I'd like to read two people. So get your sun, your moon, and your rising together, period. I got to train myself to finish my sentences or else it sounds all totally different. Okay. On Friday, I'm almost done. On Friday, the moon goes into Scorpio. Mystic, no. The moon goes into Scorpio. Now, do you see how important it is to not only remain peaceful, patient, Understand where the universe is taking you with this Uranus North Node Taurus information. Understand all of that, because on Friday, when the moon goes into Scorpio, if shit ain't happening right, and also speak in your heart, speak in your emotions, giving reverence to those that are doing that, all the things that I just said. Because on Friday, when that moon goes into Scorpio, moon in Scorpio doesn't give you any kind of leeway. The moon in Scorpio is extreme than a motherfucker. Extreme. You're either gonna explode all the way like a volcano, or keep everything inside and have to suppress what it is that you feel. Either way is no bueno. Either way. Okay. So moon in Scorpio, by that time, the moon in Scorpio is like, yo, can we just create? Can we just feel what we feel powerful about that, and create something new, as opposed to destroy something by exploding and going on one extreme or the other, by being destructive or suppressive? Understand that. Are y'all feeling me? I personally like when moon is in Scorpio, because it does that thing. It allows you to get deep down into your shit. Like, for real. Like, stop playing is what Scorpio says all the time. Stop playing with me and you, because I know what you're feeling. So get it on out so you can move forward. But we just don't want it to explode when that happens, okay? So on Friday, you know that Mars is going to be in Taurus. That's going to be opposition that moon. So you got to get these feelings out. You got to know, you got to stay away from the extremes so you can continue to move forward in that Taurus energy. Remember, I said that on the top of this? So you can move forward in Taurus energy, so that Taurus energy can bring you closer to that North Node that can spark that shift with Uranus and put you straight on your path. Like, for real. I can't highlight that anymore. The moon, it will in Scorpio will trine Mercury, because Mercury's going to be in Cancer. So say what you feel what you say. And don't block your blessings, because that moon wants to quincunx Jupiter. Don't block your blessings by the way that you feel. I'm going to put all these words. I'm going to say these words. This little dog is getting a little impatient, y'all. So I'm really doing my best to kind of speed up, but be present as well. I put all these words: impatient, emotional release needed, assert your personal control over you. Ooh, I'm glad I read that. That personal control over you. The only things that you can control is your emotional response. And what I keep saying to myself is, God and to spirit, please help me to manage my emotions as opposed to control. For me, manage, the word manage is different than control. Control denotes, just make sure that you hold everything back. This is in my mind. Maybe your mind is something different. Hold everything back. But as a Cancer, I believe it's important to manage emotions, because emotional outbursts at the right time, the right place is necessary. Y'all hear me? We don't have to control what it is that we do. We need to manage and make sure we pick our battles, make sure we're patient with ourselves, make sure when it's time to cry, we cry. When it's time to scream, we scream without hurting anyone. Going up to the mountaintop, screaming out into the empty sky, beat up on a pillow. Manage your emotions. Let it come through your body by managing how you put it out and how you express yourself. Why? Well, if you don't, you'll blow up. If you don't, that moon in Scorpio happens, you'll be volcanic. If you don't, you'll hurt yourself. If you don't, with this, thank you, Spirit, with this Taurus energy, you'll start to become martyr-like. Martyrdom-like. Is that the right way to say it? Becoming a martyr, either for yourself or for other people, because that's what Taurus energy does. It will die for you. And we don't have time to die. We have to thrive. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to let it out, or else it can backtrack on your body and take your body out. Because that way you're a martyr for all things that's going down. Get it out. Y'all hear me? I know it's difficult, Monica. It's difficult for everybody. I'm sorry. I just saw that and she's like, it's difficult. I know that, sweetie. It's difficult for us all, but we're gonna do it because it helps us. And here's the deal. And a whole nother thought. Way too many downloads, y'all. And a whole nother thought. People are not worth us. being thrown off our square because of their idiotic ways, because of their emotions, because of their misunderstandings of who we are. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. When I say kick rocks, I mean truly kick rocks. This year has been, and this is a squirrel for sure, but this all plays in. This year has been a very interesting year of betrayal. I mean, so much so, not only in my own life, but in my own life, but in a lot of people that I've either had readings with or friends and people that I talk to. And to be honest with you, I've lost a bunch of friendships this year. Why? Because I see the glimmer of betrayal. And I believe betrayal is coming in, honestly, to knock people out the way. That's that bull in a china shop. That's that thing to say, yo, you didn't know this about fucking Samantha? Oh, this is what Samantha is thinking. Boom. Oh, Samantha, you don't even like me, girl. You just want to beat me. Ain't that something? You're not riding for me. You want to fuck me. You want to be me. Betrayal is coming in all disguises. Understand this. Why? To move things and people out the way. It ain't too personal, although it feels it. But it's not, because it's clearing the road. When Uranus in the North Node says, go this way, go that way. And there are no disruptions. Do you get that? There are no disruptions when you decide to go that way. You don't have to go, oh, wait, let me hide my jewelry. Let me hide my money. If I go this way, I know my cousin Bill is coming up in my pocket. If I go this way, nah, Bill is going. Remember, Bill betrayed you 5 months ago. Ain't no Bill around. This dude is gone. This woman is gone. Are y'all hearing me? Goofies for sure, Bijou. I'm trying to tell you. And all of these goofy, fake ass motherfuckers are being exposed in the best way possible. So don't stay in your feelings too long. And know your power. Know your power so it doesn't control you. Or these people and situations don't control you. And these changes don't control you. They're not your core. You know who you are. Stop playing. I said this to my client, and I'm squirreling all over the place, but I said this to my client. My biggest hope is that I don't have to do this too much longer. And when I mean this, I mean like give readings all the time. Why? Because my biggest hope in prayer is that you know yourself so much. You don't need a reading. You don't need confirmation. You don't need astrology on a weekly basis or every year get a read. You don't need that type of guidance. Why? Because you wake up so astute and so clear and so open, and you hear your ancestors and your guides leading you on like a fucking speaker in your ear. You don't need nobody else to validate that. That's my prayer and my hope, and that's for real. And that's not me taking money out of my pocket. Sonia's real. Sonia's real. I'm going to make money however I make money because I know what my purpose is. Understand that. I know why I'm here. I want us all to get better. And I want us all to be reliant on ourselves and on spirit, not on human beings, including myself. I mean that with everything in me. I mean that with everything. So Saturday, it's like, yo, Mercury is squaring up against Jupiter. Watch what you say. Watch what you say, because your blessings want to come through. You dig that? Your blessings want to come through, but then you saying some goofy shit. You thinking some goofy shit. You understand? This is Saturday. The sun and the moon are coming together, so you know who you are, right? You know who you are. Come on, let's do that. Let's do it. If you know who you are, you don't have to think yourself out of your blessings, though, with Mercury squaring up against your Jupiter. Don't do that. Because the blessings that are for you are going to be for you. You don't have to negotiate. You don't have to cry. Mercury in Cancer is a complainer as well. When people have Mercury in Cancer, they're very good listeners. But when on the downside of that, they can complain their ass off. So that Mercury square in Jupiter could look like you complaining about the blessings that you have. I had to go back to that. Thank you, Spirit, for helping me to clarify that. Complaining is a waste of energy. Oh my God. I know it's a straight Cancer trait, and I can't stand doing it for myself. Because what do you get out of complaining? On Saturday, you could block your blessings. That's for sure when it goes up against Jupiter. So if there's a problem, address the problem. We don't have to be bratish about it. We don't have to be petty about it. We don't have to put it on somebody else. All right? Just get to the meat of it and go, I don't like that shit. Can we do something else? No complaints necessary. If there's a no, there's a no. If there's a yes, let's go. Let's rock. Be adults. Communicate. Okay. On Saturday, the moon is squaring up against Saturn as well. So the moon and the sun are together. We feel good because that moon is in Scorpio. The sun is in Cancer. Mercury up against Jupiter. I just told you, don't block your blessings by the things that you say. Don't complain. But the moon is also squaring up against Saturn. So you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to work. You don't want to put up your boundaries. You don't want to learn your lessons. You don't want to address your fears. When I say you, I'm talking about the greater you, me included. You don't want to address your fears, all that Saturn shit. Hey, pipe down. Fears are good. Lessons are good. Pulling that shit up again and again is good. It makes you better. Dig that. And remember, Saturn is in reverse right now. It's going retrograde. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. Share this with somebody if you think they can benefit from this information that's coming through in this New York frame of mind. Saturn Saturn gets a bad rap. All my Capricorns out there, y'all planet gets a bad rap because it's hardcore. It makes you work and it makes you serious about some shit. And you may not want to do that on Saturday, but I mean, hold your breath, pray. It's going retrograde. So at the very least, is asking you to review your habits. It's asking you to review these fears that keep coming up. Why you say you're scared? You said that 20 years in a row. You're not scared anymore. Push through it. You stuck on the same fears? You want to respond to the same fears. If it looks like I'm kind of deep in people's ass today, I am, because I'm deep in my own ass. And I'm, like I said, off the cuff of these last couple of days, we don't have time to play. So I'm a little serious today, but this is all love. Understand that, right? So we got to step into some kind of work. We got to step into some type of understanding. We got to step into understanding that our fears and our lessons keep coming up again because we keep running from them. And because Saturn, Capricorn's planet, is asking us to work through it, but we keep pushing it. I don't know. Well, maybe. That might be right. Well, maybe I could. Come on now. Stop it. Stop it. At the end of Saturday, though, the moon and Neptune come together. Sweet dreams, everybody. If you're having a hard week or that day seems to be a little, cantankerous with all those squares, 2 squares that are happening, pray to your angels. Get your angels on deck. Get your ancestors on deck. Get your guides on deck. Neptune has to do with all of that. And it's happening in the middle of the night or just before we go to sleep, especially on the East Coast. So they can come and visit you in the evening time. Here's the deal, in your sleep. And that's when they download. You know that, right? Even if you don't remember, that's when they download, because our information, or I should say our body, is at rest. So that's when they implement information, ideas, all types of beautiful things that we need, answers that we need to hear. But here's the deal. And I know you know this, but I'm going to say it again. When you hear it, move. Spirit and our ancestors never, ever, ever repeat themselves. That's our brain. I get that question a lot in podcasts and interviews and all kinds of shit. How do you know when it's your intuition versus when it's you? Because the brain will go, you should go to the store. You should go to the store. You should go to the store. I think you should go to the store. Did you go to the store yet? Did you get the yellow one or the black one when you went to the store? I think you should get the black one. Or maybe we should get the red one. Oh, fuck it. Get it all. Did you go to the store? Did you go to the store? That's the brain. That's human energy. That's this barbed wire effect that's hovering in our aura, in our space, that's manically trying to take over our soul. You dig? Spirit, our ancestors, our guides, they pierce through that energy, that electricity, and they go, you should go to the store. And you never hear it again for at least a couple of hours, or you hear it that deep, that low, that definite in your ear. And that's when you move. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yes, y'all? So Saturday night, whenever Neptune is being aspected in the very best way, is when you need to really pay attention and listen. And like I said in many videos prior to this, Neptune and Pisces have been saving our ass. It's been our angel on top of this incredibly changing and transformative planet. It's allowing us to stay stuck in space, in our ancestor realm, in these other worlds, so we can dip in and out and still be here. Understand that. So Saturday is a good day for that. On Sunday, energy shifts up, by the way. The moon will go into Sagittarius. Yeah. Before it does that, though, with the moon being in Libra, it's gonna that's not true. Libra, it's on a sextile. Is it in Libra? Oh, Scorpio. When it's in Scorpio, when the moon is in Scorpio, it's gonna sextile Pluto. So here we go, back to feeling in our power again. Today, Tuesday, it's going to square. Today is going to be in harmony. My birthday on the 7th is going to be a square. And then on Sunday, it's going to be in harmony again. Your power, your need to transform. So that's why you can't take your emotions so seriously. We need to let it out, let it flow, let it move, because it's going to end up somewhere on the other side of the river soon. You get that? It fluctuates for good reason now, but it fluctuates nonetheless. So stand in your power. And then on Sunday, wait, what? The sun is sextile in Uranus. The sun is sextile in Uranus? Haven't we been talking about Uranus and the North Node getting together with Mars sitting right beside it? So the sun is doing what? Whenever the sun touches anything, the sun is giving power to it. So on Sunday, possibly, maybe you may run across somebody that has a loving word, that is nurturing to you, that is a shrewd business person and puts light on a situation and goes, yo, if you go in this direction and become an actress, I could possibly help you do some things. The sun, the light, the big old spotlight in our solar system is shining on Uranus, giving Uranus the okay. I hear you, baby. I know what you're about to do, July. You better make that thing happen. I'm right behind you. That's what the sun in Cancer is doing to Uranus in a very loving, emotional, protected kind of way. Like, I got you. All these people want you to go this way, but I know we're going this way. I hope that makes sense. Thank you. I appreciate that, Moni. Cooper or Copper? Cooper. Yep. Girl, I need to put a goddamn glasses on. Okay, and then lastly, the moon in Sagittarius is Queen Cux in Mars. All right, what I put here, don't be so eager. Find steadiness in your adventure. Yeah, because the moon in Sagittarius, although I love Sagittarius energy, is a big adventurer, it's a student and a teacher. I just love how Sag just has optimism in almost everything that it does. It saves lives, for sure. However, it moves goddamn fast. It just moves fast. And so the moon is in Sagittarius on Sunday. That's the reaction. That's the knee-jerk emotional reaction of Sag. Well, let's go over here. Well, let's do this. Superficially, sometimes selfishly. You dig? And that's going up against, wait, what was that? Mars. If Mars is saying, nah, I'm holding out and I'm gonna wait until Uranus and the North Node tell me what to do. And the moon is like, nah, bitch, let's go this way. Reaction, emotional fortitude. Let's go this way. I'm gonna take a beat. Okay, I'll go for about 5 minutes, but when it gets a little too much, I'm gonna pull back and go back on my course here, because Uranus is saying this, go this way. All things Taurus, Mars is going this way. I'm just saying, be careful on Sunday. When that happens, when you feel an urgent release to do something totally off the beaten path, okay, cool. But no, you got to come back to one. No, you got to come back to this methodical plan that's happening with Uranus and the North Node coming together. That makes sense? I hope so. And by the way, I will not be on here next week. I am going away one more time. So I'll be out of the country. However, I'll be back the following week. Okie dokie schmokies, and I'll do my best to try to chime in every now and again. All right. For anyone who has questions, please ask them now. Or those who want, is intuition also spirit? Absolutely. It's a spirit within inside you, Miss Maya. If you want to read a quick read, please put your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. I'm going to pick 2 people. Is that why it's hard to remember? Ooh, Monica, I don't know what you were referring to, honey. Why is it hard to remember what? And why is it? I don't understand. When you say come together, is that a trine or sextile? I don't know specifically what you're talking about, Vaughn, but trines and sextile, as you already know, means harmony, which means it's coming together, it's working out. So if you can ask that with specificity, is that the right way of saying that? Oh, shit, Sonia. Then I can answer that, not Yvonne. What's the name of the website to get the natal chart information? It's Astrolab. But when you put it up in the whatchamacallit, it's ALABE.com. ALABE.com. Solar flare. Just to let you know. All right, here we go. Anybody want their read today? Miss Maya has an Aries sun, a Pisces moon, and a Libra rising. Let me tell you this much. As far as what I can sense, I know a lot of people, like I said, I do research and I watch people. I know a lot of people, y'all may think I lie, but I know a lot of people with this configuration. Sonia, really? You already said that about this other configuration. But I study a lot and I've been doing astrology for over 25 years. So I've watched different combinations of people. So I want to say, I know a lot of Aries and Pisces combinations, Maya, Miss Maya. Why? I don't know. Well, but I do know that Pisces energy, being that it's your moon, makes you emotionally mature in a sense. Whenever you have Pisces, Aries combination in your sun, moon, and rise, you always have a little bit of the old lady or old man, depending on what your gender is and what you relate to. You either have the old lady in you, and then that Aries energy is always the young baby. It's always the baby. Why? Because Aries is juvenile. Aries is the first sign, and then Pisces is the last sign. So emotionally feeling, you have compassion for people, Maya. You are forgiving when it comes to emotions. You're incredibly psychic. But the Aries in you always says kick rocks. The Aries in you is a baby. The Aries in you is new to this planet. The Aries in you is a fighter, is somebody who confronts a situation and can give two shits about having compassion for somebody. So for you, sweet lady, it's always that battle. Should I act like the old lady that I am and put some wisdom on this shit? Or should I act like the brat and get the fuck up out of here and let people fend for themselves? Now, what's interesting is that your rising is Libra. And your rising, remember everybody, your rising is your defense, is what you allow yourself or allow people to see and allow yourself to give off. That Libra energy is the mediator, right? She's doing her best to try to locate what's the best response. Should we be the old lady or should we be the baby? And oftentimes can make you incredibly indecisive, right? Figuring out which retort to have or just figuring out what to do in life. Bottom line, point blank. Libra energy is very, very indecisive. However, it at least makes you very, very approachable. So whatever you do in your life with that Libra rise, you're charming as fuck, incredibly dignified in your own way. It balances out that baby in you and it invites people into your life, even though the Aries is like, I don't really need you, but okay, you can hang out if you want. The Libra rise is always looking for a partner, and then you abandoning people, Maya. You're like, did I ask you to come to the store with me? Yeah, bitch, you did. You absolutely did. That's in your rising. You need a partner. And the Aries is like, nah, no, I don't. I'll be right back then. So remember what you're putting out and what people respond to and how you have to follow through, honey bun. Follow through with what it is that you want in your life, Maya. And one last thing, that Pisces moon can make you somewhat passive aggressive at times. Okie dokie, which gets on your nerves as an Aries. That's for ding dong. Gets on your last nerves because the Aries is very decisive. So much so, it's not even sticking around to tell you its decision. It's just going to go ahead and do it. Whereas that Pisces moon, how you respond to a thing, where your emotional nature lays, it's like, well, I don't want to do. But that passive aggressive shit can get on anybody's nerves, including yourself, because it always somehow looks like a victim. I'm just going to say that. I'm not saying you are a victim, but passive aggressive energy looks like you're a victim. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Why would I do that? That's not how I feel. When you knew damn well in the back of your mind, you was hoping that a situation would go a particular way. You just didn't know how to say it. You didn't know how to emote it. You didn't know how to put it out there. You get that, Maya? All right, I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to leave you alone, Maya. I mentioned Neptune, not Yvonne. I mentioned Neptune and the moon coming together. Oh, what I meant by Neptune and the moon coming together on Saturday, I'm wondering if they're coming together as a trine or a sextile and what the difference is. Oh. That's a perfect. I'm sorry, Vaughn. Thank you for that clarity, my Virgo friend. this is what's in my mind. This is how I treat Virgos in my mind sometimes. Vaughn, I know you can let me make fun of you, but I'll go, goddamn Virgo, what you want? And then you'll ask the question or say it again in the precise way, and I'll go, yeah, actually, I needed to say that differently. So who am I getting mad at? Myself or the fact that Virgos are always on point with their details? She's my friend for 20-something years, so she knows that I'm not really bothered by her Virgo-ness, but I thought that was funny. I gave it a chance to make us all chuckle a little bit. But thank you, Vaughn, for answering that. The whatchamacallit, the moon and Neptune, that is a square. That's an absolute square on Saturday. Let me go back to my notes. See, my Virgo got me. My Virgo friend got me all up in this, yo. Oh, no. My bad, baby. On Saturday, the moon and Neptune is going to trine. Why? Because the moon is going to be in Scorpio and Neptune is going to be in Pisces. However, I was thinking of when the moon goes into Sagittarius. So at the end of Sunday, which I did not report, probably beginning of Monday, that moon and Neptune will square. So on Saturday, it'll be a trine, come together, means a good thing. Ask your ancestors what you need because it's going to be in that Neptune space, that dream space, you did, and connecting to our spirituality and all that. But then on Monday, late night Sunday, that moon and that Neptune is going to square. So you're going to have to be very, very careful in hearing what comes through. So I'm glad I gave y'all that. The difference between spirit talking and our head talking. You got that, Vaughn? I love you too, baby. All right. Maya, I hope that helped. Thank you, Trina. I hope that helped you a whole bunch. Who else put their sun, their moon, and their rise? Anybody else? Missed a couple people. I don't know. Oh, Amy. Here's Amy. Okay. Amy Enders. Sun in Scorpio, really? Pisces moon and Aquarius rising. You know why I said really? Because Scorpio energy don't like to be found out too tough. And I always, and this is to my village hut people too, always be a little trepidatious about reading Scorpios. First of all, and I'm not teasing you, Amy. I'm being real. This is facts. So you have to be very, very careful about reading Scorpio energy because in order to read anybody, the recipient needs to be open. And Scorpio energy doesn't oftentimes trust. So they're not all the way open. So the way in which I like to read Scorpios, I kind of get down and into their heart like Cancers do. And know this too, for a little fact, my mentor always told me this years and years. She said, you know, Scorpio energy can snap at every sign and hurt their feelings, except for a Cancer. Even though you would think that Cancer is crazy sensitive, we get hurt by Scorpio energy, but you can't really do too much. Why? Because that stinger and that Scorpio energy comes straight for that Cancer crab. You can't pay that crab. We know you. We know you. We know your soft spots. We know your heart, Scorpio, Cancer energy. So I want y'all to know, be careful with Scorpios. Don't play with their energy. Don't play with trying to read them and not really knowing all that you have to know. I should say, not really knowing all that you say you know and you don't know too much, but you're trying to get in and trying to talk to them. Don't do that. And this is part of your read, Amy, because Scorpio people will not only retaliate, they won't let you back in. Not near, not never. And I'm saying this mostly to air signs because air signs have a way of taking that lightly. Air signs figure, I can figure it out. I can figure out people's emotions. I can figure out what they feel and what they need. Can you? You probably can like break it down, but do you really understand from the heartfelt face the soft meat of what it feels like, of the reverence and the understand of that person's emotions, to the point where you sit right beside them and cry with them? No. Sometimes a lot of air signs don't know how to do that because they're too stuck on intellectualizing what it is that they're feeling. Which brings me to you, sweet Scorpio. Amy, with that Aquarius on your rise, honey, let me make sure I'm saying that right. Yep, that Aquarius on your rise. And by the way, I know I said this before, but I do know a lot of Scorpio Aquarius mixtures, and that's not easy because the Aquarius on your rise take things really, really lightly. Again, really intellectually, very cerebrally. I'm going to figure it out, and I know what I know, what I know, what I know. And Scorpio was like, no, you don't, because you ain't go this deep. You didn't get to the dark, deep, black part of the ocean. You won't even go there. So the bottom line, Amy, don't set yourself up for failure by putting all this haphazard, intellectual energy that's non-confrontational and that just wants to figure things out for people when your emotions don't want to handle it. Does that make sense? The bottom line is stop attracting people in situations that are so superficial. And you know damn well as a Scorpio, you want to go deep into the well and experience some awesome emotions, some deep conversations. Amy, this making sense to you? Because with your Pisces rising, with your Pisces moon, that moon, that intuitive person, that psychic person, she's already on it. She's Scorpio. And that Aquarius is like, everything's good, everything's fine. We don't want no confrontation. We just want to figure it out. It saves your life, so you don't have to get too deep sometimes, but it also is not the best representation of your heart. Amy, you get that? I think I'm done. Hey, y'all, if y'all want this read, the special that I'm doing, I'd really appreciate that you get in these last couple of spots that's available. I'm telling you, and I'm very, very grateful. And I'm more happy for you than I am grateful for the money. But I'm happy that people are jumping on this opportunity to see this Uranus and North Node conjunction that's happening for everybody. Where is that setting up for you in your chart? The link is below in the description box. Please tell a friend to tell a friend and tell a friend. Again, it's only going to last for July, and I'll be back in a little while. So when I do come back, we'll have these reads. The reads are on Zoom. We make it work. All right? We got some things to do. Not only are we healing, we're getting stronger. Not only are we getting stronger, we have children to take care of. If not your children, somebody else's children. Not only that, we have to create a whole new world because this world that we've been living in, it's quickly burning. You don't see that? And of course, they're going to go down with a fight. So we got to stay armored in the way in which we know how. Spirit induced. All right? You ready? Let's go. I'll talk to you soon.